Hey guys, I thought it would be fun to share my practice session with you, take you along with me so you guys can see exactly what it is that I do. I feel like a lot of people have this misconception that all I do is play guitar all day, every day, and that was the case when I was a teenager, but now I'm an adult, I don't quite have as much time to dedicate to it. Truth be told, if you've been watching my Instagram stories, you'll know that I actually practice guitar in bed most of the time. I've started making a habit of this. How could I spend my time more productively than just like watching series or doom scrolling on my phone? And you know, I just sit there with my metronome, just unplugged, and run through technical exercises and all sorts. So I'm going to start by sharing the exercises that I generally warm up with on the daily. Like, feel free to steal them. Some of them I came up with myself, and then others I learned from other people. This was one that my guitar teacher taught me when I was like 12 or something, and it's very simple, but it's very repetitive, and I think that's the key thing to take away here. So this is what it looks like. I fucked it up. And obviously I do all of these exercises with a metronome, so we're gonna do that for a little bit. So this is 140 beats per minute. And with this exercise, I kind of just use it to get warmed up and get both kind of like hands moving. It's good with the string skipping, so you're kind of like building on your articulation and accuracy, I would say. I've seen some people do this exercise ridiculously fast. I am not a speedy player. I feel like my left hand runs rings around my right hand, and it kind of like pisses me off. I would like to be a little bit more efficient and faster with my picking hand. I'll basically take it up to the speed at which I start making mistakes, and then I stop there and then just keep drilling that for a little while. Okay, and then this second exercise, I actually came up with it like a couple of days ago, if not like a week ago, and it's nothing special. So it looks like this. Probably start that at 140 as well. See? Fucked it up, didn't I? Got it wrong. And again, I'll just take that up until the point that I start sort of making mistakes or feeling like I'm coming off of the beat too much, like if I'm not stuck to the metronome. A couple of things to look out for here as well, like this shoulder here. It creeps forward and it has no reason to be doing that. And I have to kind of consciously like pull it back and relax, because you end up like overstraining things that don't need to be overstrained, if you know what I'm saying. So also be really conscious of your body when things get harder. Like, just be looking out for the way your body responds to that as well, because you might end up with backache when it could have been prevented. By the way, if you want to learn more stuff from me, head on over to my Patreon. I have loads of tabs and tutorials and backing tracks over there. And also I've just introduced something really cool where you guys send me videos of you playing, of you practicing, of your songwriting, anything, and I will respond with a video response. I'll watch it and I'll give you constructive criticism, and in turn you'll become a better player. So head to the link in my description if you want to join. So this next exercise I came up again with the other day, and none of them really sound that pretty, but that's not the point when we're doing exercises. They serve a purpose, right? And all of it's been very alternate picking heavy. So on this next one, it flips between alternate picking and economy picking. Economy picking is something that I didn't really stumble upon until the last year, and I'm not very good at it, but it's literally a game changer. If you haven't opened that can of worms yet, I highly suggest that you do it. So this is what it looks like. So you do one cycle up and down alternate picking, and then one cycle up and down of economy picking. And you could do this with like any 3-note per string pattern. I've just kept it to like this spacing. You could do it with this spacing as well, you know, but that would take ages to just show you all of them. So pick whatever 3-note per string pattern you want to do this and have a go. So to a metronome, we have this. So you'll already hear it's not particularly fast, but I can already feel there's like a weird inconsistency in the way that my right hand and left hand are speaking to each other when it comes to the economy part. It feels like one is going faster than the other, right? So be really aware of how things feel when you're practicing them, and this just means I just need to do it more, needs more work. So I'll just spend like half an hour doing those various exercises, / until I get bored, but I tend to just go into this weird little hypnotic state, and I could just do those for like a whole day and get lost in it. So do those until you get bored or until you start making mistakes and need to go on to something else, essentially. Slight change in angle because I'm just going to take a second to thank today's video sponsor, Fume. Ooh, smells pretty good. Did you know that the flavoured air category is quickly becoming the leading alternative to vaping and smoking? It's a whole new movement towards better habits led by today's sponsor, Fume. Fume is an award-winning flavoured air device. Very subtle, but it's quite nice. It works by drawing flavour to your mouth, helping you to ditch bad habits, but still having something to reach for to fill the void. Flavoured air is absolutely not the same as vaping. If you were to compare vapour to sticky soda, fumes cause a more like herbal tea. And you've got a variety of different flavours to choose from. You've got flavours like raspberry lemon, maple pepper, sparkling grapefruit, that sounds pretty good, crisp mint if you want something refreshing, white cranberry, orange vanilla, and more. It doesn't contain nicotine, and as I've already said, it isn't vapour, so you can use it anywhere. It also doesn't have any batteries, so you don't need to charge it, and it gives you something to anxiously fiddle with if you're anything like me. They've served over 150,000 customers, and you could be next. For a limited time, use my code SophieBurrell to get 10% off a journey pack. Head to tryfume.com, that's tryfum.com, and use my code SophieBurrell to get 10% off your order, or scan the QR code on the screen. Onwards with the video. So for actual practice content, after I've spent like half an hour doing technical exercises and drilling work, as I like to call it, I'll then go on and do something more song-based usually, and this just depends on what I'm working on at the time. Right now I'm actually focusing on OD by Polyphia. Don't ask me why, it's hard and it's stupid, but the fact that it's hard is a good thing. I always like to try things that challenge me, because if they're not challenging me, then they're not really helping me to get better. That being said, I also like to learn things just for fun. I've also been learning the intro to It's Only Smiles by Periphery. But the challenging thing that I'm working on at the moment is OD. So last night I think I only got to like 80 beats per minute with it. It's just, there's so much going on and my brain is broken in half and I can't play it cleanly right now. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of that and where I'm at with it. But basically I've always followed this recipe ever since I was a teenager. I've spent, you know, productive time working to a metronome doing technical exercises, and then the second half of my practice routine is always like fun, practicing an actual song or something like that. And I think it's really important to have that balance, whatever that looks like for you, whatever you find most entertaining and fun to play, because if you're not finding it fun, you're not going to stick it out. So you have to be practicing stuff that you actually enjoy. It's so hard. I don't understand how they can even play this cleanly. I find this one particularly hard because it uses tapping so much, and it's a technique that I don't generally use that much. I've only started using it since I've been learning like a lot of Polyphia stuff, and Tim and Scott like to do that. It's just all over the place. I find it so complicated. Just the quality of it is just not very good. Do you see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment, and that is generally what a practice routine looks like for me. I'm probably going to sit here and drill that for a little bit longer, but thanks for coming along on a little practice session with me. I hope that you guys found it helpful, and also I hope that you found comfort in the fact that it's a bit more realistic. I don't practice too much in one go. I actually think it's better for you to keep your practice sessions more streamlined and just focus on a couple of different things and just get those really, really good before moving improving on. Always go into your practice sessions with intention, like I want to be 10 beats per minute faster on this today, and then work towards doing it. Like if you set those mini goals for each session, then that is like a guaranteed way that you're going to make progress with your playing. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!